Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth module of Life Skills HS 210. So far, we have studied several important life skills that are necessary for an engineer or any working professional. These were creativity, problem solving, group dynamics, technical writing, ethical, and moral issues. In this module, we will be discussing about yet another important aspect, that is leadership. I hope all of you are familiar with the world renowned personality Mother Teresa. And Mother Teresa has once said, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast the stones across the water to create many ripples. So, I hope you understood the meaning of that. A leader is not someone who marches alone to save the world, but instead, he or she is the person who guides the people around them to accomplish a common goal, to create ripples of changes in the world. So, leadership is a very important process that requires a lot of strategic coordination, knowledge, vision, as well as the ability to balance and manage issues, interests, and crises. And now we'll look at the basic definition of leadership. As we all know, leadership is a process by which a person can direct, influence, or guide a group of people towards a common goal. When a situation is given, they must face this situation, they must solve this situation, some tasks will be assigned to them, they will be working together under this leader or under the influence or guideship of this leader to achieve a common goal or a common task. So, this is the basic definition of leadership. Now we can see two different kinds of leaders, which is basically formal leaders and informal leaders. So when we look at formal leaders, we can see that formal leaders hold a position of authority. They will be very authoritative. They get this authority from the position they are holding. So they will influence their power, their personal powers on their followers or on their employees. On the other hand, there are informal leaders. Informal leader is very different. Informal leader is like they doesn't have a formal position or authority within the organization, but they demonstrate a leadership and they influence others, they make others do their work. So these are the two different basic kinds of or types of leadership. The importance of leadership. As we all know, leader leads a group or a team. So he must do some different thing which is very different from the other team members. Like he must initiate the action or provide guidance and motivation, create confidence, build morale, and build work environment. And last but not the least, the leader must be a good coordinator. He must coordinate the entire group towards a common goal. Leadership framework. Within any leadership framework, there are mainly three important elements: the leader, the follower, and the situation. When we analyze any leadership framework, each of these three factors or elements has an important role to play. The leader is technically the head or the person who is in charge of the assigned task. It is his or her responsibility to make sure that the process goes on smoothly. In effective leadership, the traits of the leader, his expertise, and his societal or organizational positions are of key importance. The extent of their expertise, the power they wield, and their personality traits influence the leadership process to a great extent and thereby contribute to the effective completion of the assigned task. The followers are the group of people who are bound together to complete the given task. The success of the process also includes the rapport between the members of the group. The shared values and norms directly influence how well they perform as a group and how they respond to their leader. The situation. nature of the task to be accomplished, the level of stress and stakes involved, as well as the general environment make each situation unique. How well the leader and the followers respond and act depends on these markers present in each situation. Leadership traits. We had mentioned earlier that the personality traits of the leader influences how well he or she manages the situation. The trait theory or approach was one of the earliest attempts to study leadership. The trait model of leadership is based on the characteristics of many leaders, both successful and unsuccessful, and is used to predict leadership effectiveness. The resulting list of traits are then compared to those of potential leaders to assess their likelihood of success or failure. Scholars taking the trait approach attempt to identify psychological, that is appearance, height and weight, demographic, that is age, education and socio-economic background, personality, self-confidence and aggressiveness, intellective, that is intelligence, decisiveness, judgment and knowledge, task related, that is achievement drive, initiative and persistence, and social characteristics, that is sociability and cooperativeness with leaders, emergence and leader effectiveness. While the traits form the personality of a person, it is difficult to identify the unique set of traits that define a leader since each situation requires a different response from the leader. But there are certain traits that are said to be found consistently in leaders throughout ages. These include charisma, enthusiasm, strategic thinking, risk taking, dominance, stability, sensitivity, and open mindedness, to name a few. We have now covered the basic introduction of leadership. We shall look into the different types and styles of leadership in the next part. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.